My name is Barb Lundberg, and I'm the Assistant Dean for Inclusive Excellence. I've been at Northland College for just over 3 years. I originally started as the Indigenous Cultures Advisor, so I still oversee the Indigenous Culture Center here at Northland, and more recently have taken on some duties to supervise the Diversity Center as well. I came to Northland because I was very interested in working in the Indigenous Culture Center, working with Native students, and expanding what Northland has been doing in both promoting Indigenous culture and serving students. I've been in higher ed for 30 years, worked at several tribal colleges, so this was, I felt, a good fit for me. And I've really enjoyed working here. In the past couple of years, I'm not sure how many events or activities we've done. We've been doing a lot of interesting things that I think are good for both our Native students, our non-Native students, our community, and just for to give people an opportunity to learn more about Indigenous culture, to be involved. One of the things I really like about Northland is the experiential learning emphasis, the emphasis in the environment and sustainability. I also came here, if I were to be honest, both my parents are graduates of Northland. They're both alumni. Both my parents graduated. My father also worked here for 13 years, and my brother's also a graduate of Northland. And I attended 1 year and had a really great experience here after coming from a more of a public engineering school to a school here where we were in small classes, which I'm sure is still true today. And so you got to know your faculty members very well, and people were just very supportive. And so when I came here, I wanted to be a part of that kind of environment on the other side of things to support students. So if I go back to why I came here, I believe that education, and specifically Northland's education, not only helps our students, staff, and faculty, but it helps strengthen our communities, which is one of the real values of having Northland College where it is. This is one of my favorite places to be in the world, in the Chequamegon Bay Area, close to my home. My father was from the Bad River tribe, and I'm a Bad River tribal member. And so although we lived all over the country and the world, we would always come back here. And some of my favorite activities relate to Lake Superior. So everything from harvesting wild rice to going along the shores and finding agates. I have several bowls with some agates in them that sometimes students just like to kind of look through. And each one is kind of nice because it's always a memory of a good day. Even if it's a bad day, you know, you go outside and you get into the environment and you find some really nice things to look at, great feelings, you know, the wind blowing in your hair. All of that stuff is all things that I really enjoy. Seeing some of the students come in for a beading circle, and that's a small thing, but it's a community thing where people can get together, help one another. We have food, people can chit chat and so on. So some of those things are my favorites. I think when we brought one of our quill work artists in Dana Warrington, and he did a quill working workshop, one of my favorite memories is just having him there teaching the students. He was so energetic and creative and helpful, and to the point that even when we had some new admitted students coming in, he kind of jumped right in and was a spokesperson for Northland. He kind of just started talking with them and sharing about what he loved about the college, and that was kind of a really fun memory, I think, too. So there's a lot of little things like that. I think some of the bigger events or outdoor events around the campfire at the food center, those have been really fun too, just kind of getting together informally and meeting new people too. So those are some of my favorites. In terms of the future, you know, I don't know what it's going to hold. However, you know, this is such a great place and a wonderful place, not only for the students that are here, but I think the faculty, staff, and community. And when I say the community, I mean our local tribal communities, We have 7 tribal communities within a 100-mile radius of Northland. So I think that's a very important note. How we can move forward and be partners with all of our communities, even though we're bringing in people from all across the country and the world. It creates a special environment, and it is a special place, and I just feel confident that we'll get something, whatever it may hold, will also be special. I hope that we will have opportunities for indigenous cultures and arts to continue on, as well as our sciences and many of the different things that are so just unique and wonderful here.